was this fucking hat. It is a fucking.
Wow.
It is a little cardinal guy, and every one of the fucking 70% of the stadium was wearing these. And so you look to your left, look to your right, and you see a bunch of these birds looking at the game. It was one of the most fun sports watching experiences I have ever had.
Very good.
Ever.
So did you all squawk in the audience?
We're more dignified than that. What are we then?
Oh,
What?
what?
Wow. Well, on that note, welcome everyone to Topflight Tales. My name is Philip.
We did get shut out that game, by the way. That was pretty rough.
It's a shame. That's a bad luck hat.
That's a great luck hat. Because the next night we went on a walk-off home run.
Walk-off home run. That is where a walk-off home run, if memory serves, that is where, by scoring the run, the game ends immediately.
Yes.
So you walk right off the field.
Well, you have to touch all the bases first, because if you don't touch the bases, the runs don't count, even if it ends the game. Like you have.
You actually have to do it.
If you watch a walk-off home run, you will watch the umpire wait on the field until the guy touches home plate to make sure that he touched it. And if you miss the base,
so they want everyone to touch it, huh? Filthy.
Yeah, and not only do we want everyone to touch it, everyone has to watch you touch it.
I'm mad. I'm in a bad mood now. So thanks for that.
I thought that would make you more into baseball.
Please, I know more about. I've forgotten more about baseball than you'll ever know, but I have forgotten it, so don't quiz me on that. I just said I'd forgotten, so no one can call me. Hi everyone, my name's Philip, and I'm the publisher of this here superheroic game that has too many threads open right now, and I do apologize to one person.
You don't apologize.
I do, because someone's actually mad about it. So
That's why Erin isn't here anymore.
Yeah, she quit.
Yeah.
She quit because of too many threads.
That was very brutal.
She only had a character in one.
The words she
How's
said.
your face? She slapped you right across the face.
Yeah.
She's got. I mean, the thing about Erin is she doesn't have much upper body strength, but she has reach. So you get a lot of torque.
That's reach.
So if she just slapped me, but if she slaps at full arm length, then you have the torque going, and that's where it's dangerous.
Yeah.
But in any case, we do have a lot going on, and I will mention it has actually been a moment since we've even had a game here, and some would argue that the last game we had wasn't really even a game, on account of that it was mostly us. It was a KJ and Aaron were both out, and so we started a new game, and we basically spent almost the entirety of the time building characters for the new game, and then right when we were about to start playing the new game, Teleportia had to pop out. So then we just did about 5 minutes of but Pierce and Dan got to fight each other, so that was
pretty cool.
There was a brawl, and Sophia heard of the new character named Smolder Baby. Actually, it's a character who's been around in the lore stuff for a while, but she was very worried about Smolder Baby, and in one of our talks in the past couple of weeks, as we've been waiting for games to come back, upon Sophia realizing that Smolder Baby was Smolder Baby because she was a hot 90s babe and not some kind of weird baby monster creature, I think Sophia decided she only hated it and didn't deeply hate it. And I have harmed Sierra. I am sorry, Sierra. What was it? Clown Baby? What was the thing from Five Nights at Freddy's that you thought it was Sophia? Clown Baby? Yeah, Sophia is out, so I guess, all right, I am sorry. I'm very sorry. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, Sierra, I'm very sorry. Okay. You're okay. She's...
Wow, you really hit home, huh?
This joke really landed. In a way that I'm very happy about. She just wants no attention. Okay, so we shouldn't keep the game because there's something fun about everyone.
Is there a way for you to
quiet.
spotlight her right now so that
yes,
is the only one people can see?
I'm good now. I'm good. Oh, I was.
What was it? Was it some baby monster?
The whole Smolder Baby.
I knew it was Smolder Baby. Which part sent you?
The last part, not the realization of what I was always thinking of the
sexy 90s gross pin-up girl nonsense. And I think Sophia was thinking of, I guess there is some character from Five Nights at Freddy's who's called like Clown Baby or Party Baby or something, who's like a giant animatronic like baby doll, and she was really she was Circus Baby. Google Circus Baby, and that's what Sophia was talking about.
I will not be doing that. No.
And once
I don't think I will either.
I
honestly.
remember Circus Baby.
and once it was explained that no, she's just I described her as being like Danger Girl. If that's a 90s 2000s comic book reference that
I'll
gets.
Google Danger Girl.
Oh, of course you will. But upon that, then Sophia, I feel like it was downgraded from a like stop what's happening to like okay, that's just gross exploitative, no problem. Yeah. So.
No problem.
Gross and exploitative, no problem.
Wait, this was misleading.
What was?
I googled Danger Girl thinking that it'd be one sexy dangerous woman,
3,
and
right?
yet there are 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
If memory serves, like the very God, I believe I read a trade of like the like original Danger Girl series was like pretty cool, and I think some of the subsequent ones were just like, what are you people like? What's going on?
This paints a whole new light into something in the cyberpunk. There's a very like Japanese like cutesy centered detective agency called Danger Gal.
Oh, and you wonder if it is connected to Danger Girl?
I feel like it might be now.
Wow.
Given like when that probably was being created.
Holy shit.
Interesting.
There's a guy in this named Johnny Barracuda.
That's a cool name.
And he's basically Archer. He looks like Archer.
Oh,
yeah,
wonderful.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
great.
there was a game for it. There was like a PlayStation game for it.
What?
Right?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. There's like a PlayStation 1 game.
Wow. Okay. I'm filing that away for later. You know. Just more research.
J. Scott Campbell was kind of the artist, and I think he was the writer of that one, and he sort of created that. He also did. Do you remember Gen 13, Fairchild? No. She was a real sort of pinup in the 90s of a thing. Fairchild's thing was she was very covered up from the waist up, and then it ended in just like a very revealing.
Yeah.
Like she was like in a one piece that was like total coverage up top and of her arms, but then bikini bottoms.
That's a real
I'm looking
90s
at it right
comic
now.
big thing. Like if you look at like Jean Grey in like the X-Men comic, like her uniform,
Totally
I still don't
covered
understand
miniskirt.
what's going on there. The like just V material, but I can never understand. It's like because there's like a pocket, there's like a cargo pocket on her leg. Like it looks like it's.
Oh,
flesh
you mean
colored.
90s era? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the 60s one, which is she's just
No.
like the boys but no pants.
No, I'm thinking of like the one where she is like just it's like literally just a V of material.
Sure.
And then I can't tell if she's wearing leggings or not because it's the same color as her skin. But then there's like something that looks like a pocket or something like that on her thigh.
Every woman has a cargo pocket on their thigh. Pierce.
That's what the guy takes off at the wedding.
I'm just one of those
Like our
incels, so I've
kangaroo
never seen
pocket.
nor touched a woman.
It's a cargo. it's a cargo garter, right?
Cargo garter.
It's literally a yellow jumpsuit with blue like overtones.
Why do you think they don't give us pockets in our
Yeah,
pants?
because we have it built in.
Because we already have it built in.
A girl. I shouldn't say this on the internet, but I will. A girl in college used to describe. This is not a gross boy joke. This is what she would always talk about, how girls have a vagina pocket. So she's like, so I've always, it's like even if I can't have a purse, I can always take my keys or my student IDs.
Vagina pocket. Are you saying that the vagina is the pocket,
I
or that
believe
there's
that is what
another pocket within the vagina?
I believe she was implying that it itself would serve as a pocket, but maybe she said she had like an extra. You know how like in a wallet sometimes you have like the extra flap.
The hidden, yeah.
Maybe she was saying she had one of those. Hi everyone, welcome.
I'm just imagining like one of those credit card foldouts.
Yeah. That's what you call the labia accordia.
Whoops, that's the wrong card. One second.
Let me just shift.
Wow. Well.
We're getting off to a great start tonight.
how's everyone doing? I said, have we lost any viewers? Oh, we're gaining viewers. Oh, I'm sorry. We're being rated by Creeposaurus Rex. I see. Hi, welcome, fellas.
Yeah, that's my alt account.
Yeah, I know. Dan was like, guys, get over here. Sophia's saying this is the second worst conversation, only behind the cow.
Which one's the cow one?
The cow was in gray. Yeah, cow was in gray in the dark, and it's when we were talking about. It was something about like, it was a lot of cartoon stuff. They were talking about like animated cow porn, and Jeremy said like step farmer.
Yes,
what are you doing,
yeah,
step farmer? And I was like, Jeremy, that was
right.
That was about as good as a
I do
joke
remember
gets.
this.
Hey, that's the kind of mind that he must have gone to a really good university or something.
You know what? I hear that he did. I hear that 3 people on our channel actually all went to that university.
True.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what this university is.
You can tell them, Dan.
Washington University in St. Louis.
There you go.
Ah.
Jeremy, Dan, and Vonda all graduated from there. So there you go.
Wow. That is not the triangle I would have
Yeah,
made.
not where you thought that was going to, but yep. All right, Sophia. I'm sorry if you Sophia's muted now, so I guess we have to say anything else about. There's gonna be a new Smolder baby who will be like Circus Baby, but I don't know what she'll be called.
A crybaby, obviously.
Maybe just Jessica to like really throw people off. No one's ready for her. Here comes Jessica. Jesus Christ!
Not Jessica.
Couldn't you name her something so we'd at least be warned? No, she's just normal Jess. Who's that girl? It's Circus Baby. Okay.
Circus Baby.
Circus Baby. So, okay, I feel like now that our energy is up and wrong, let's go ahead and start talking about what's going on in this game. Though we have left Neon Flight off at kind of like a cliffhanger where they're about to battle Etienne Renee, someone who only appeared previously in Blood from a Stone.
Right.
The Murder Babes have teamed up in their little thread. They have teamed up with Nightheart to go after another angel. So we have angels in 2 of these timelines. Ooh, crazy stuff. That is a silent angel, one who with a whisper destroyed a whole legion of infernal troops. We also have we have established the new Fireflight team, but we have yet to see them on a mission. But we kind of know the team, and that features Dan's new favorite character that he'll ever have.
Oh yeah.
Nullify. We also have Atmospheria, and we have Pierce as Doomclaw, a giant sort of like fairy. I refer to him in the thing as a fair bear.
Oh yeah, I like the
like a fairy bear, so like a fair bear from the fairy worlds or whatever. And that is a game that KJ is always welcome to play in, but will never.
From the Fair Forest, right?
Correct. Will never be required to play in because it does feature Lumen's favorite person, Bloodstar. But now Smolder Baby's in charge of the team because feminism.
Yeah.
Have her outfits got less revealing? They have not.
They may have gotten more revealing, in fact,
Yes.
when she was
But
put
you know
into a
what?
leadership
It's
position.
empowering to her because she chooses to do it.
She has finally earned her captain's thong. So, with
do all of them get one?
I think so, but she's the only one who doesn't wear something over it or under it.
But at least she's wearing it.
Oh, she wears it
Yes.
for sure.
Okay.
It has
mandated.
little
Part of the
epaulets on the
uniform.
side, little like epaulets to show that she's in
Yeah,
command.
it's just the
He's a
three,
fire
the,
of rank,
the
yeah.
captain's bars on it. Like,
Yeah, little captain's bars, little tassel. Yeah, anyway. So
what are they like? Are they like
let's keep going with this for sure, please. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask if they're like the clusters are like pasties. You get your major pasties.
Well, or like, what are those like? What are those like rope that signify like your battalion or whatever, or
Sure.
regiment that hang
Yeah.
from your shoulder? What are those called? I forget the name. So, like you can wear while you're in that division or whatever.
Aguilettes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like rather than getting a purple heart, she just has like a purple pasty of some kind. So, well, this once again, I was so close that I brought up the captain's thong, and we're just right back where we started. The point is, those games are not what we're dealing with tonight, but we are checking in on 2 of our other games. Now, you might notice that when we started this, I had the Meridian opening screen up, and in fact, I I also had I referenced this is Meridian Part 4 is what we're doing. Oh, cat.
Uh-oh.
Cat
Sorry.
alert. Cat alert.
It's fine.
But that is because this is an issue of sort of Meridian that Topflight will be crossing over into, because, we sort of saw them. When we last checked in with these two teams, Topflight managed to basically convince... Topflight West confronted Topflight East about what the hell is going on and learned about Meridian's little plan to go where she is. And Shinobi Red joined them and ultimately said, like, what you guys are doing, I'm joining your team on this mission. The other members of the team said, we're not going, please don't hurt anyone, etc., etc. Captain Eldritch even was like, kind of cast like a deciding vote, sort of, because there was some whatever. So you guys have gotten to Top Sauce. Synth Devil was going to stay behind until Archetype mentioned that Tatiana has planes in the astral plane from what he'd read in comic books, at which point Synth Devil, full about face, said, nope, I'm coming. If the astral plane is in stuff, I'm going there. I hate Tatiana Devil, but more than that, I hate the guy she's with there, Dustin Howell. So basically, and of course, things are awkward because Ghost Man is like... feels like he's kind of betraying her since he didn't go on this mission with her to help her and, all this sort of stuff. Oh, also, I should point out, it was Ice Queen who ultimately told them. Shinobi Red didn't break the word, but was furious, was on the edge of it. Ultimately, it was Ice Queen, was like... And it was probably less a thing of, like, she's betraying Meridian or whatever. It's more Ice Queen was just like, they're here, they know something's up, just tell them, like, this is a stupid, that kind of vibe. Meanwhile, Meridian and her team of Michael, Billy, Violet, and Rena made it to Futura Station, teamed up with the sort of Team Tomorrow, who are busy with a bunch of nebula bats that have infested the place. Bat! As they kept shooting Power Cosmic at it. Or a Power Galactic, rather. Not Power Cosmic, that's its own thing. They were given the opportunity to learning what they did about how there is a place within the cathedral space that they can kind of maybe cross over into the astral plane where sort of space-time is a little more fungible. They have loaded an interdimensional bathysphere aboard a very sort of stealthy vessel called a necro ship, and it's connected to the veil, the very sort of like life and death energy that even out here in deep space that Ghost Band's connected to. And then you guys made fun of Meridian for being like...
I have a question.
Please.
As you mentioned the veil.
Yeah.
Does the veil experience time the same way the rest of us do? Or is Frankie also kind of connected to the... Can she kind of see what's going on if she talks to ghosts from any time era?
Ooh, that is very interesting. Probably she should be able to. That will complicate things for me, but I like it, so yeah, I guess so. You know what? Imperfectly. That's how you always do it. She can get some vague senses, maybe. But, won't always know what's happening. So basically, they sort of went on there. They also warned those members of Fiat aboard this. Like, hey, don't let any ghost into your brain. You're going to know, like, some ghosts might try to get into your guys' brain because there's a ghost, the necro ship. Just ignore it. Just, basically, they were like, just common sense, people. So anyway, they got in there. They loaded in the interdimensional bathysphere. Oh, the Magmanaut, who is not made of magma, despite her name. It's a confusing one on my part, but we're going with it. She's a rock creature who looks like a Roman statue, and she is a living rock who can survive even in the heart of a star. Her sort of her pressure and heat survivability is off the charts. So she's a big time explorer and goes places. She is offered to take Meridian and her team through the interdimensional bathysphere into the astral plane. So it was like, great, let's do this. Everything's great. But then Commander Cosmic disengaged the locking clamps. And that's right when Top Sauce appeared at Futura Station. Commander Cosmic went armament because he's down bad for armament. And you guys were making fun of how down bad various people were. I remember that from 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. Meridian had to make a choice. You guys voted, and the choice that Meridian made was to say, punch it. That is where we'll be picking up from here as we start Topflight Tales issue 11, right after our prologue. And once again, guys, I have one of these interesting little prologues that are kind of, sometimes the prologues are just two random things. Sometimes the prologues are sort of a mirror connected, and this is the latter. So I will need your votes, and before I read them, does anyone want to vote preemptorily? Throw up a 1 or a 2 without knowing? You guys have done that before. Okay. Then, option 1, Castle Pogia, the astral plane. Option 2, Castle Pogia, the Dreadland to come.
Sorry, so the second one's in the future? Is that what I'm understanding?
All the information is on the task.
Ah.
A vote for 1. 1, 2.
Oh.
Okay, so so Sierra, you can tie it up with a vote for 2, and then we kick it to chat, or you can go in with a vote for 1.
I'll do.
All right, chat.
Coward.
You have a little bit less time than this, but basically you have 30 seconds from now, so you have less than that because of the time delay. So put in your votes in chat. I see Galinorian Saber has already thrown in a 2.
already. Yeah.
And if Sophia throws in a 1 and we're just tied, then that's what's
Woohoo.
then I'll roll a die.
Oh.
So that makes it that evens it.
No, that's
No,
a vote
that-
for
that-
2.
Yeah, that's more 2.
Oh, you voted for 2.
I did.
The top row voted for 1. The bottom, and Dan. Okay, so that means if you vote with Pierce, that is a 2, and that means the Dreadland to come. The ruins of Castle Pogia. The story goes that they were the home of a once proud kingdom of top folk, spinning people who loved purple and green, and whose King Aubergine had to detonate an eldritch bomb to stop a horrible monster who came to chomp upon their castle long, long ago, have been a ruinous, haunted place for a long time, despite only having been created from the psyche of Armament when he and the other members of Topflight went into the astral plane. Idea can be given shape in this place. Millennia of history can occur in the blink of an eye from a mere thought. But the ruins of Castle Pogia, with the centrality of the power cosmic, or the power eldritch, that was once centered there, have a particularly evocative and potent energy. Purple and green are colors that are important to this, but the purple begins to win out as the castle is surrounded and encroached upon by a purple mist. A figure stands in the mist, looking at it with great interest. Aristocratic face, long black cloak, collar turned up against the wind. Handsome, tall, and with eyes of pure evil, Count Dracula considers this new spot. How very interesting to stand in such a place from this perspective. Yes, indeed. I appreciate your assistance, he says to some unseen figure. But if I am to have a true beachhead against Maisie, I must rise to her level and have my own dark powers to distribute as I wish. This will make a good start. For too long I have been off the board, but now it is time to make a return to the heroes. Topflight. So all we need now for this castle is a dread lord, some unfortunate sinner, to be granted great power and to be tormented here. And I have many thoughts of who such a dread lord could be. The Count turns to whoever it is he's talking to, and eagle-eyed readers might notice that he's his eye line doesn't seem to match his own. He looks to be looking up slightly. And very eagle-eye readers might notice a shadow of a horse cast on the ground nearby.
Just a horse or a horse and a rider?
The drawing is unclear, but all you can see are a couple of forelegs, but it makes it seem the screen caps imply. So, with that
little bitch.
So, for some of you, that may mean nothing what I just said, but this is tying into multiple other games right now, so there we go. All right. Meanwhile, in outer space, Archetype. Wait, who is at the controls of Top Sauce? Is it fucking Archetype?
I think it is Archetype.
Yeah, because I have expertise in vehicles.
It is Jacket Girl. That's why. Yeah.
He's Jacket Girl. That is absolutely why. All right, Archetype. Archetype, you're sitting at the controls. The others are sort of, gathered nearby. They see it. And I will say that given the ludicrous sort of, many of you have perception factors, that are pretty darn high. Well, actually, wait. Do any of you now have a perception factor of 3? Beowulf does.
Where do we see our oh, never mind.
It's all the way over on the side.
I have 2.
Okay. So I will say that Beowulf can sort of point this out, and if Beowulf, so Beowulf, hello, you guys are in top sauce hilariously. Young Sir Boy is at the controls, because that's how this is, because of Jacket Girl's influence, so he's a real good pilot. And with that, you guys see that a ship is disembarking from the place. We're going to roll back 10 seconds as you see that a ship has just undone docking clamps from Futura Station. No one is answering your hails. And Beowulf, you sort of spot the ship kind of before, the others Han, you spot it. It is a stealth ship, so it is kind of hard to see, but you're
sure.
You're vessel, you can kind of point that out to them if you want to.
Certainly.
And if you don't...
If my perception is +4, does
Jesus
that...
Christ.
No, it's the perception factor way over your features and traits by
Oh, gotcha. Never mind.
Cool. Because
how is she always late?
Yeah.
Because
your
I'm
perception
very perceptive.
Your perception factor, so you know this, your perception modifier is your proficiency bonus times your perception factor, and that's why yours is a +4 and Pierce's is a +12.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but they're kind of not, they have not immediately answered it's not like it's like you have put in a thing of Futura Station, paging Futura Station. No one's replied to that. So, Beowulf. Go ahead.
I believe there is a vessel leaving. I'm not certain if it is the one we seek, but we should maybe intercede.
Is one of my portals able to intercept it?
Teleportia, for you to make a ship-sized portal is big, but you can certainly attempt it. But you should be aware that you're, I'll phrase it like this. There's a chance that you know how we have that 49 emote?
Yeah.
That's the area we're in.
Gotcha.
For a ship-sized portal.
Gotcha.
So as you consider that, I will say that Beowulf just said that, but as you consider that, and if you want to try to make a split-second decision, you can do so. As you consider that, however, the ship activates its stuff and begins flying. Somebody inside that ship, you guys would assume, just said punch it, and Commander Cosmic has, Evan T. Cosmic has obliged. So
you want me to follow them?
Yes, don't
You
let them go.
must follow. Shinobi
right.
says, don't lose them.
All right. I punch it.
All right, go ahead and give me a pilot roll.
I'll spend my D4 on this to get advantage.
Okay.
That is not a 4.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna... Oh, shoot. No, I really shouldn't do that, should I? I should grab... I have some space dice, don't I?
That is... I can do math. That's I will use one of my military historian intelligence agents.
Love it.
Yeah. Perfect. So that gets me to a 28.
28 is pretty darn good. If only you were not rolling against Evan T. Cosmic. And
I feel like with all the jargon and all these random characters from across all these games that Dan like summons to stuff like that, it really feels like the stereotype of like the power gamer player at a D&D table that showed up as like, yeah, I have my plus 12 blade from a previous campaign from this. It's you're sanctioned. It's all allowed and they're all real things, but it's just because it all pulls from so many different words. It all...
Yeah, my guy from our Dark Academia game is channeling someone from our Star Wars game in our superhero game.
Yeah. And Justorian is also from the Grey in the Dark, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Our noir game.
From a lot of different games. You know what? Commander Cosmic is just doing this for this. I'm throwing a DM die on top of this for him.
Does Top Sauce have like a force field? Isn't the word I'm looking for, but like a
rolled a 1.
yeah, beam.
So you are certainly able to keep pace with Commander Cosmic. So basically, meanwhile, inside that ship, Commander Cosmic punches it, and like the ship kind of like lurches weird, and he's like, "Hold on, I'll get the hang of it." It's real Han Solo energy. Like, what's up with the and they're like. Everything's working fine, sir. He's like, no, something's weird. Oh, they're gaining on us. So he's kind of trying to outfly, but Archetype, you are just like right on his tail. So basically, as they're sort of peeling away, and if anybody wants to shout out anything as their fiat, any snarky comment, you may. I certainly know that Meridian will say, kind of in a non snarky way, just say like, I thought you said this ship was really fast, Commander Cosmic, and he's like, it's his just his the star in his eye is like burning. It's like, hold on here.
Faster. I must go faster.
Okay. So you guys are on the ship. So right now you're merely following it. It is kind of its vector to sort of peel off of its sort of approach or whatever it's not able to do. So right now you guys are on it. So aboard Top Sauce, Shinobi Red says, "We can open fire, take out their engines. Try not to hurt anyone aboard, but we need to stop them."
I can try to use portals to distract them, like asteroids.
Does Top Sauce have a tractor beam? We can just do the tractor beam.
Does Top Sauce have a tractor?
It is a flying
It's
sauce.
a flying sauce.
Yeah, it's a top sauce.
Synth Devil says, so Lumen, you'll say tractor beam?
Yeah, if there is one, yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what, Lumen, you thought to do it so you can run over. You're not terrible at use computers, are you?
+4.
Go for it.
I would like to use a D4
Love
on
it.
this. 4.
Hey, keep it.
So that is a 22.
All right. So that means he'll have to. I'm gonna have him have this. It's gonna get rid of his usual advantage at piloting, because he had advantage at piloting. I rolled a 2 and a 9, and then I rolled a 1 on top of a D12. Whatever. Okay. So Commander Cosmic's gonna roll to try to sort of, and meanwhile on Meridian's ship, now you guys are the Fiat people. These are just little. If you want to make a snark, you don't have to keep changing your names or anything. But basically, on the ship sort of begins to lurch, and the Ortling's like, are they really using a tractor beam on us? Commander Cosmic goes, I'm quite frankly impressed at the attempt. All right, we're gonna spin out of this, and he's gonna try to do some fancy flying to get rid of that. I rolled a 3 on the dice, so he doesn't. So the ship.
Are you sure you want to keep flying?
Oh, come on. What? He's like, this controller's broken.
Do we Fiat agents know why Meridian just asked us to keep this quiet, or I can't remember. Do we know why Meridian?
She just doesn't think that anyone. She thinks either no one's gonna help her, or the ones who were gonna do something are just gonna stop her.
Yeah.
Right.
Could be possible to do an analyze roll that would help find a trajectory or something like that for us to try to take to avoid.
Sure. Go ahead and let Billy do a trajectory. Yeah, analyze roll.
Whose side are you on? That's not who we're playing tonight.
You're both tonight.
We're playing both.
But
right
in
now.
Meridian, you're mainly the Meridian team as opposed to your characters are sort of supporting characters. So if you want to jump into it, you can.
Now,
the answer
as
is
Violet.
KJ. I'm on my side. It's a 26. So that's you know what? Let's
I like how in this game lower is better, but at the other one of your systems you want high. Then yes.
yeah. So that's.
I have lots of systems.
Oh, but we don't have. Sorry, I was. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, I'll spend 10 luck to make it an extreme success.
10 luck. Wow. Okay, so with an extreme success, you're kind of like, how about that way? How about that way? Meanwhile, Commander Cosmic's kind of calling back. I'm going to use a different die for this. Will just be for generic members.
It's a weird thing for him to call back, but okay.
No, he'll call. He's shouting to Kid Stardust or something. Send the pulse back because they don't know how it tractor beam works. That's a better roll. So basically, you guys have gotten right to them. So the top sauce has kind of pulled up, is holding them in the tractor beam. It's you're having to give it all she's got, but Lubin's doing a good job of diverting whatever stuff. You've held them there. Teleportia. So now the ship is maybe, because in space stuff the ships are always shockingly far apart. It's probably 3 kilometers away. So your ships are pretty close.
Am I able to see the window so I already know exactly how to portal through?
I will say that because of this tractor beamery, you are now at portal range.
Okay.
So you could go onto the ship. You'll have to make a portal roll.
Okay.
But you are in range to do it. And you're not going to need a 50 to do that, but you'll probably need over a 20.
Okay. I will use a D4 also.
You'll probably need. I'd try to get to. Well, I don't want to tell you the exact number, but I wouldn't stop at 20. Let me phrase it like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 2, but
Okay. So
whatever.
roll with advantage, and you have a +9 to this. Should Commander Cosmic have been rolling D100?
All right, so that was a 19.
A 19 on the die?
Yeah.
Well, +9 is 28.
So.
Do you want to add? Do you want to spend something to try to get it over 30?
Yes. I'll use the D6.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
She's trying
That's
to
a 4.
free shipping.
All right. So with that, Teleportia, basically, now that you guys are on there and they're in the midst of this, Teleportia opens a portal, and Shinobi Red is already running through the portal.
Lumen's gonna go too.
Okay.
Oh, same.
Beowulf goes too.
I'm gonna
All the
keep
time.
flying I have to keep flying the fucking.
Yes.
Yeah,
Stay,
I'll-
stay behind.
Yeah.
I think I will say that you know what? For ease of this, Captain Eldritch and Synth Devil. Yeah, go ahead, Beowulf.
I was just imagine a world in which all of us get teleported away, and it's just Connor trapped with the devil in space.
Well, he's also got whispers there.
No. Okay.
So,
I mean, he becomes one of the greatest top flight heroes in the future for a
Apparently.
reason. So maybe it's because he gets left behind.
Yeah. And kind of actually. Fuck it.
Yes. Oh,
It was even there. It just was like.
it's like a heated blanket.
As you guys rush for it, though, Whisper will kind of, say like, be careful, and she'll. Fuck it. She'll cast her what is that, like, Eldritch Heroes on you guys, where you each get one extra of all your dice.
Oh, well, thank you.
So there you go. Isn't that her crazy, like, 9th level thing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, cool. So there you go. So she kind of will sort of do that. So, you guys appear in the hold of the ship. I will say that upon arriving there, you kind of look around, and there probably is. KJ, roll me a. Actually, no, not that. It's not any. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll me a d6, please. 4. It is in fact Kid Stardust is Kid Stardust actually at this exact moment as you guys appear in a portal has just hit a button, and you guys feel the ship lurching as he has broken the tractor beam. He's used graviton particles or chronoton particles to disrupt it, and at this point the ship lurches, and Commander Cosmic is once again trying to, like, fly quick, but then he just screams, "Oh, we've been boarded!" And he goes, "Hi guys, I'm Kid Stardust, remember me? No. Oh, bat!" And he will shoot a beam of the Power Galactic.
Dock the ship.
You say dock the ship?
Yes.
And he's gonna say that's gonna be a negative. But you do notice that he shot the Power Galactic at you, and after, like, it's like a beat, you say dock the ship, he goes, that's a negative, and then there's beat, and then a dead Nebula bat, like, falls out of the rafters. Okay. So he is not talking any ships.
Is he still actively trying to get away with us on it?
I mean, so this is it's like you're on, like, a, this is a larger spaceship. There's like 6 or 7 rooms. So you got into a room. He's in the thing. You're not. This is not the cockpit. This is not like the.
But I mean, like, we're on the ship, so.
Yeah.
Oh, but so the people in the cockpit don't know that we're on the ship?
No, he just told them you are.
Okay.
But the ship is now. You felt the ship break out of the stuff, and so the ship is moving again, flying away. Archetype, give me another piloting. Come on, Commander, I can do it this time. Come on.
Oof,
that's fucking more like.
I don't want to hear that.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna spend another military to store an intelligence agent.
Love it. That seemed like a kind of like whatever, who cares ability, but
It's
that's
super useful.
pretty useful.
It's great.
Free D8s all the time, just throw onto whatever.
I am also going to spend. Okay, wait. Let me. Right. So right now I am at 16. I am going to spend my D10 and my D12.
Wow.
It's a big number.
That's a 10 and a 9, respectively.
Remember, you have a whole, like, another set of them too.
Yeah.
Right.
She gave that to you guys.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So that's.
She purposely, like, didn't target him as part of that.
Well, he's not going on the ship.
She gave that to, like, Shinobi and you guys going on the mission. Yeah.
Okay.
35.
35. Okay. You have outrolled him, but only just. So I'm going to say that you're, in the context of this, you're still on him.
Yeah.
You're keeping pace with him. Way to go, young sir boy.
And Michael Sheen is like, do we have any deterrents where we can at least see off the bridge of the piloting room of the ship?
And he
Or like, would we have brought anything too?
You guys, I mean, Violet has grenades.
Yeah.
He'll say actually.
Violet's ready.
Commander Cosmic will grin and say, actually, we do have some defenses. And then he'll say, Meridian, you and the Magmanaut and anybody else about to leave, you guys might want to get ready. We might have to, if we've been boarded, we might need to dump you quick. But he'll say, Michael, see that panel there? The one that looks like a bunch of like terrifying symbols of death and images of skulls and alien species and a graveyard and everything. See all that stuff?
Yeah,
you can start pushing that stuff if you want to. We don't know what it all does. Just, I don't know, play around, see what happens.
Okay, can I do some kind of roll, like analyze something to see, like, can I like try and figure, like, do I have any?
KJ's face as you guys are actively helping this others.
Rena is going to, upon hearing that, just start recording Michael just to make sure, like, to see what buttons he pressed and what happens.
Okay.
Like to keep a record. Basically.
Then actually, you know what? I'll even let that be more of a. Why don't you have Rena?
No, thank you.
You don't. If you don't want to help, that's fine.
I want to record.
Fair enough.
I would like based on like my knowledge of spaceships. Because you can remember, I mean, I know this is different, but again, +3 to the Challenger explosion.
Challenger explosion.
Like,
yep. No,
how spaceships are laid out.
I forgot about that.
Yep. I think I'm going to go ahead and say do, and I think it is analyze that you would do. Unless your investigate's higher, I'd let you do investigate.
Michael's intimate knowledge of where to plant an explosive on it.
I'm looking at the.
I'll do investigate.
Your investigate is high. Oh no, it's the same as analyze for you. Well, yeah.
I'll do analyze. Okay. Analyze seems more like.
And because of the Challenger explosion, fine, give yourself 1 bonus on this. That's fine.
Oh boy.
We're just like, it's not an oxygen-rich cabin, is it? Okay, yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ. That's a. Wait, if I spend a power to re-roll, does that I can still check it?
You can still check what? Sorry.
The box.
Yes. The only thing you can't do is spending luck.
Okay, I'm spending a power to reroll.
Great.
Jesus Christ, I'm spending another power to reroll.
Why not? What else is
I'm just getting regular successes here, and I want at least a hard success.
I get it. A large? Did you say hard or large?
There we go. Hard. That's 10. So that's an extreme success.
Okay, extreme success. So Archetype's kind of like, what the? And then he's like, oh, I get it. Oh,
I get it. Michael Sheen.
Oh, Michael Sheen. Sorry, Michael's like, oh, I get it. Like you start realizing that like the little like depictions of necropolises actually refer to sections of the ship and how you actually can try to like ghostly lock them down. So as you're preparing to do that, and as Rena is dutifully taking notes,
I'm also explaining this to Reno. I'm going through my thought process about this out loud so she understands what's going on.
Meridian, however, will sort of say, Meridian has actually a choice that she's going to need to make, so I'm going to need you guys to vote, and chat can vote for this as well. And so you guys can do your vote and chat thing. So Meridian has a choice here, because Commander Cosmic just told her that things might get hairy, you might want to go get to that, like the ship we're going to try to deploy. And her options are to say, no, let's just try to get away from them. We'll sort this out. We can sort of do what the plan is, and the Fiat team can come with me. Or Meridian can say, okay, if stuff's getting crazy, like the Magmanaut is at that ship, so she's like operating it and getting it ready, whatever. But Meridian could instead say, I need you guys to hold them off. Basically, Meridian can say, I'm not going to bring you to the astral plane. We're in danger, but I need you to help me stop the other ones. So which one do you think Meridian would do?
Who is she saying that? Is she saying that to the Fiat agents and the crew? Or... Oh, okay.
Because the only member of Team Tomorrow who's going with her is the Magmanaut. The rest of Team Tomorrow is just a ride. But would she ask you guys? Because like Archetype's already like at a station and Rena's like taking notes on it. Would she say, hold them off? I'm going to go, prepare to go. Like, you might not be coming with me. Sorry, go ahead, Lumen. Or Rena.
Nothing. No.
which of the... So one is she will stick to the plan and maybe just go face the members of Top Flight, or two is she will pivot and say... Because, like, she knows that Top Flight's not going to, like, attack you guys once it's gone. It's just about this, so will she instead say, we've simply got to, you know, prepare for this jump, and you guys hold them off now. You help.
Sorry, so
this.
plan A is to fight Top Flight on the ship?
Plan A is to try to prevent Top Flight from stopping you guys doing this, trap them somewhere on the ship, and then once you reach wherever you're going, as planned, Meridian, the Fiat team, and Magmadot will go. Plan 2 is say, Fiat, stay here and back them off for me. I'm going with the Magmadot.
Wait, so plan A and plan 2?
Plan 2, yeah.
Got
Plan
it.
A, plan 2, plan D.
I vote for plan A.
D. You vote plan A, okay? It's 1 and 2.
1. I want Fiat to go with.
Okay, put it in chat.
Okay.
And I'll do a minute from here. You guys as players, of course, want Fiat to go with. It's what Meridian would say.
I think she wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think it's possible. I also think Meridian would be like, I should go completely alone. I'm endangering all these people.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, yeah, now that you think of it, both are plausible.
Yeah, that's why it's a choice. I see her doing either one. But what do you see her doing? KJ, have you not voted yet?
No, I'm thinking.
KJ, remember in the prologue when we voted 1 and then Pierce voted 2? And someone else had the opportunity to lock in the thing we wanted to see.
Okay. All right.
Come here.
Plan 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Too good of an argument. I have no notes.
So Meridian kind of considers it and says, all right, well, just see if we can isolate them somewhere and I don't know, just see if you can lose them. And Commander Cosmic's like, yeah, here we go. He's like, God, whoever's on this. He's like, well, I know this is an armament. I don't think he's that. Whoever they have flying this is real good. Whoever they have flying this is like a real
Flying
ace.
real sexy too.
Yeah, and I mean, is he wearing a jacket? Because if so, I bet it looks fucking great on him. I hope I'm old enough for him. So anyway, so the ships are going, but Archetype is really hanging on and staying back. Meanwhile, we're cutting back to Lumen, Teleportia, Beowulf, and Shinobi Red, and Kid Stardust is there.
Lumen will just try to push past Kid Stardust.
Okay, cool.
Which is
Beowulf, yeah, go ahead.
What is with all these children in my way all the time?
They're all over the place here. I don't understand it.
And I'm just gonna try to walk past the child.
Well, he's not a
exactly.
child. He's like a teenager, but sure.
Child.
Okay.
If Archetype is a child, that is for sure a child.
As you guys all sort of begin
Kid is
approaching-
in his name, Philip.
So as you guys all begin approaching, Kid Stardust is like, he's like, hey, like, no, I get it. He's like, oh wait, watch out for that, and then, ooh, no, this will be a different thing. Does anyone have a? What are the three of you? What do you have in insight?
Plus 10.
Plus 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 5.
Plus 5.
Okay. So Lumen, I think you're not going to be able to prevent this, but you will see that he goes, wait, no, you're walking into a force field, and then he's like, zoop, and he kind of puts out like a sort of a concussive blast of the power galactic back at you. So Lumen, Beowulf, and Teleportia, and Shinobi Red for that matter, can you all please make a dexterity saving throw?
I'm just gonna spend a D4.
Hey,
Yes, I'm also going to use my D4 on this
I've got
again.
2 of them.
I got a 4 again.
Oh my God! You will keep that all night
you're
long.
on it.
I did not.
Okay, so that is plus 7.
Ooh, Shinobi's
Dexterity
done.
saving throw, you said, right?
It's a dexterity, yeah.
Okay. 24.
24? Cool.
I'm gonna add a D10 and a D12 on top of this.
Okay.
That's not.
How'd you do Teleportia?
That's
18.
18.
Okay. 12 added to that. So 30.
30. Okay. So, none of you I'll say that none of you like walk through him. You're not like forcibly moved back, but you're kind of momentarily stopped. You have actually all passed on this. He's only Kid Stardust. He's just a kid. Like an 18 passes, you're fine. But
thank goodness.
But so you'll only take sort of half of the and you are taking galactic damage from this, which is I actually rolled.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
My HP currently says 37. Did we heal between the last, like, I don't know why it's at 37.
You would have healed between the last fight for sure.
Okay.
I feel like I did something because mine's only 213 and a 230. I feel like I did something. It's fine. I'm not gonna heal.
Yeah. But okay, so
I did something dumb last time.
The three of you and Shinobi passes as well. You all like leap back sort of from this as this kind of like explosion of this kind of power galactic happens. And you all, because of your sort of getting out of the way, you take 13 points of damage rather than the full force. But then the room becomes incredibly cold and eerie. And you all hear these like whooshing noises like, and Lumen, you know that Kid Stardust pretended to do that little burst to stop you guys. But with your passive, basically with your passive insight of 20, you know that he was trying to like stop you, like, oops, force field. But whatever's going on now, he's like, what the fuck, you know, as this kind of thing. And Shinobi Red like pulls out a sword and looks around and says, what is this ship? He's like, it's a necro ship. I genuinely don't know what this is. And you guys do see these like ghostly kind of forms beginning to fill the kind of the area you're in, the room.
I have been here before.
Keep moving.
Yes, ignore the ghosts. They will only lead you to your demise.
Okay, cool. So if you guys sort of rush forward,
whatever the ghosts tell you to do, do not do that.
All right. Archetype.
Yeah.
The ship is kind of, you know, so you're chasing after the ship. You have Synth Devil in one ear and like Captain Eldritch on the other, just kind of saying not helpful things like "Don't lose them," or "Stay on them, stay on them." But you do notice that though you were sort of outflying and you're sort of keeping on it, because your ship does have a higher top speed than their ship. So you're kind of able to, and you
better, it's top sauce.
Yeah.
you kind of, you feel like you could even try to like cut them off, but the problem is they do keep zigging and zagging, and you actually don't know like geographically where they're going in 3 dimensions.
Right,
you
yeah.
have no idea. But you do notice that they're tell you what, Archetype, give me a you have oh my god, you're great at investigation. Do an investigation roll as you're flying here.
I would love to. That is an 18 on the die for a 27 overall.
27. Archetype, you do think that you understand, because Billy gave them a trajectory to go in, and you think you understand that despite their turns and double back and all this stuff, you think you understand the overall direction they're heading in.
In that case, I'm gonna say, Sim Devil, this is where they're going. Is there anything in this direction that might be their point of interest?
That is cathedral space.
What's special about that?
I'm not certain. I will require time to. Point is, stick to them. Perhaps try to cut off their escape.
All right, now I'll try and cut off the ship.
Pilot it up. Meanwhile, up in the cockpit, as Michael's hitting all sorts of buttons and Rena's taking copious notes, Commander Cosmic goes, "Uh-oh. Oh, they're trying." So yeah, what do we got? Archetype.
I'll spend my last Justorian Intelligence D8. Okay. Okay, I'm 24.
Okay. Commander Cosmic. Okay, I'm still doing this because I've started this, and I'll give him some kind of penalty or the other thing. I'm throwing those dice out, but Commander Cosmic's gonna try to add something on top of the roll he just made. I need to roll at least a 6 or higher on this d20. Literally rolled a 7.
That's
So
a shame.
he, despite you kind of like Archetype, you have a sense that like once you start trying to cut off that escape, he's making more of like a direct kind of run for it, as if he knows that it's kind of, and sure enough, in the cockpit, Commander Cosmic's like, okay, they see where we're trying to go. All right, here we go. Oh boy, and they're really trying to they're trying to outrun. But now he's on an arc, and so he's beginning to lose you slightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I can figure out how to like dump the trash?
Tell you
I
what,
don't like this. I don't like the playing chess against ourselves thing. I don't.
Sorry. Billy, why don't you do an analyze of the ship? It's what you're good at. Let's do an analyze. I'm sorry, KJ.
You were never an only child, it seems.
In a moment, we're going to get to some more stuff, and I'm going to feel a little bad. Dan, I'll probably have you roll for Shinobi in a moment here, because there's going to be some period where it's just going to be some people, yeah.
I'd rather not sully my dice.
I'm going to roll for Shinobi? She's so cool.
That'll teach me. I'm going to follow Dan, so I'm going to spend another power. So I'm going to spend... I rolled a 55, and I was like, I can get a little lower than that. I rolled a 56 just to spite myself. 80. Is that a... No, it's a 38. 38. Okay, yeah. We'll take that. That's hard success on analyze.
Okay. A hard success of analysis. You're kind of like, wait a minute. Didn't you guys say this was a stealth ship?
Oh yeah. Hey, not to like Backstreet Drive, but isn't this supposed to be a stealth ship? Can't you just sort of disappear?
I mean, yeah, that we were gonna. It's kind of harder when they already see where we are, but that panel over there. Start hitting stuff that looks like shrouds and invisible symbols.
This is so much more like haphazard than I would have expected.
Well, you showed up and said you needed into a thing, so... Oh, that's what's going on! Somebody inverted the controls! Damn it! Guys, these young people, they always have the controls go... You push up... No. Okay, here we go. Now we're on it. Okay, here we go. And he's kind of like... He's activating all this stuff. Billy. Do an investigate for this.
Sure.
I've had Analyze be figuring stuff out and Investigate be the actual stuff. Do you have the Challenger explosion on your information?
I do not. No. Just V's discography, Science the Congregation, Philosophy, and Opium.
Sadly, this is a magic spaceship, so Science the Congregation doesn't even help you.
It's like the most unkindest cut of all. What'd you say, investigate? Regular success.
Regular success. So you begin hitting some buttons and turning some stuff on. And Archetype, from your position, you do probably have a moment of like, okay, this might get harder because
that's what she said.
The ship is kind of like it's like the ship is now harder to see.
Okay. I mean, I'm still gonna keep trying.
Yeah. Since it was don't let up, feel it, and although your girl Whisper will say, I can still see it. I'll have to guide you, but it'll all be a bit delayed. So yes, Archetype, you can try to keep up with them, but at this point it may be up to the people. Speaking of whom, Lumen, Teleportia, Beowulf.
Well, we should also say a bit delayed, huh? And then it'll cut away.
Pause. All right, so Beowulf, Lumen, and Teleportia, you guys are pushing past Kid Stardust, and he's kind of like, he's like, seriously, you guys might not want to, the corridors might be kind of, and if you sort of all sort of rush forward, suddenly ghostly hands begin like sticking out of the walls, kind of grabbing a hold of you all. So I need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy. No, I need to. I don't know what to put on that, but I need to put something on that.
Some hot sauce.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use a D4.
Yes.
At
Dan, would you like to roll for Shinobi?
Sure, yeah.
She has a +7 to this.
+7, okay.
So I got a 1, so I don't get it back, but I still have that extra one from Whisper, right?
You do.
Okay.
17 for Shinobi.
17 for Shinobi. Understood. So Shinobi is actually held in place by these things, and she's like, "Are you kidding me?"
I got a 15, so I am.
Lumen is also held by these sort of ghostly hands. Teleportia.
How is 23?
23 is insult to injury because you are neither held by the ghostly hands nor can they hold you, since you could. Oh no, you can't teleport. You can just make portals. So actually, yeah, not insult to injury. You just managed to like fly out of the way and avoid it. Beowulf, how did you fare?
I rolled a natural 20, so it's a 33.
33. And Beowulf just like rip straight. You rolled a nat 20 as well, Teleportia?
No, I was gonna say they probably grabbed one of my sandwiches, if anything.
You
This
the
cannot stand.
unkindest cut of all, yeah. Okay, so but now they are held by these hands and being like kind of like they're also like being pulled into the walls, sort of like.
Oh hell
I will,
no.
seeing that, I will try to
yeah.
grab Lumen,
Okay.
Yeah.
my leader, and pull her out.
Okay.
I will do the same.
What about Shinobi?
Teleportia, you'll grab Lumen or you'll both grab?
I'll grab Shinobi.
Okay, cool. Then both of you please give me an athletics roll.
Oh boy, I'm so sorry, Shinobi.
So basically, as these panels, so kind of like we have a few panels of you running, but now you're getting sort of pulled back.
And I mean, I know they're ghosts, but can I attack them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Because of what's going on.
Gonna
Dark
do...
Sphere.
Okay, go for it. Make a shot. I won't even penalize you for sort of close stuff. Yeah, just go ahead and just take a shot with it.
Yep. 20.
A 20. A 20 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. And Teleportia, what did you have for your strength?
Well, I did. I also
Athletics.
used a D4.
Nice.
And so that would be 25.
25.
17.
17. Okay. 70 points of damage. Perfect. Beowulf.
Interestingly, I also spent a D4. I also got a 25.
Wow.
Okay. So I'm gonna say with a 25, you guys are doing like a pretty good job of like pulling them out, but they're sort of like, and now like the hands are still. So basically, panels are being spent, kind of holding you guys in place and delaying things obnoxiously. But you guys are able. You're kind of pulling them forth as Lumen is like shooting. She did 17. She said perfect. Dan. I'll even let you make a choice here. Shinobi Red could either do a ninjutsu strike, or she could, the Shinobi Shuriken or her blowgun, probably not as effective at this, or she could use her like, her like ninjato sword. Do you think she would just punch at the ghost to try to get free as they're pulling it out, or would she use her sword?
It's a sword time.
Okay, she already has it drawn, so that is a +12 to hit.
That is only a 21.
Ooh, a 21 will hit. Go ahead and roll 3d10 and add 7.
Ooh.
Oh, right. Shinobi Red's a fucking monster. I forgot about this.
That's 20 total.
20 total. Do that 2 more times.
Jesus.
She gets 3 attacks. I forgot.
I mean, comes the territory with
Yeah.
being the greatest ninja in the world.
Yeah, she should.
That is 24.
Hits.
Oh, sorry. That was damage first. Oh, my bad. That was natural 20. So, yeah.
Okay, so that you said it was 24?
Yeah, plus.
And then add 30, so 54? Okay.
Yeah. And then last attack is a 19 die.
Does
so.
Shinobi Red have her own damage die? Can Dan spend or hero dice, can Dan spend
Yeah.
her D12 to
She actually
upgrade
has
the div?
2 full sets, so if you want to D12 that up,
Oh yeah,
you'll spend
yeah.
her D12. So roll her D12.
That's an 11, so she only has one D12 left.
Okay, only has one D12 left, but that will take that. So actually, that's
So 60-12.
it's 36 plus 3D12.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. 1, 2, 3. No super big numbers on there. That's fine. But that's still plus 17, so 53.
17, and then plus 7.
Oh, so 60.
Not too shabby. All right, so
And
that's
the last
80.
attack with a 19 on the die.
And the last, roll the last damage. Lumen, the dark sphere is only once, right?
I mean, like,
19 for the last attack.
you mean how many times it does damage?
Yeah, you can only do that once per turn. I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Oh, and it can't regain any hit points of sort. Okay, so basically you're hitting this like necrotic damage that's reaching out for you. But Shinobi, even though I also forgot that Shinobi can disappear in a puff of smoke, because this was really back in the time where this was based in D&D. But Shinobi is just like not caring. She's just just hacking away with these like massive stuff as Teleportia has ripped her out, and Shinobi as Shinobi is pulled out by Teleportia, she just like flips over your head, like using your pull as that, and she just starts hacking into more like ghostly arms that are sticking out. Lumen meanwhile is like just shooting darkness at them, which always kind of freaks you guys out minorly. But I would say that if you guys want to spend like another page here just hacking these things down, you'll probably be able to pass freely without them ahead. If you want to all spend another round here.
Sure.
Beowulf, you go next. The total amount of damage you've done is you may not all even need to spend a panel doing this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just pull out the great sword and start swinging, because Lumen's free now, right?
Lumen is free, yes.
Okay. So first attack is 28 to hit.
Hits.
Ooh, second attack's bad. Second attack's a 15.
Does not hit.
Okay, so that's 3d12.
Cool. Teleportia, you can make an attack if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll use a warp beam.
Lumen, you can make another attack if you'd like.
25.
Yep, that'll hit.
That's bad. Hey, Philip, since I rolled a 3, 4, 5, can I reroll for free?
Sadly, not in this system.
Okay.
16 damage for another dark sphere.
Perfect.
That's 12. So that's 19 for me.
Okay. That's not nothing. Teleportia.
So that was a 25, and let me get the d8s. 19 damage.
19 damage.
Oh, wait,
All right.
plus 5, so
24. Great. Ooh, yeah, that gives you guys 175. All right, archetype, or not archetype. On behalf of Shinobi, I'm just gonna tell you this: if you can deal 25 damage, they won't have a turn. Otherwise, hands will try to grab you again.
Oh, this is now feeling like the difference between one of these panels where it's just like 4 narrow,
Yeah.
like page-long thing where it's just like us darting across,
Yeah, exactly.
or not.
So the dice rolls were in ascending order 6, 15, and 20.
Okay, let's start with the 20.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna blow one of Shinobi Red's D12, so I don't
wouldn't
think
use
that's
your other D12 on this. It's so basically roll 3d10 and add 37.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah, never mind, or don't.
Yeah.
She carves them up.
I'm just throwing all 3 of these attacks just to see if anything's obscene. None of them were obscene, so it would have been fun to play the number, but she's the greatest ninja
In the galaxy now.
It's galactic times. All right, so Shinobi Red just like fully unleashes and just cutting the stuff up, and eventually like these, like you can still see like ghostly weirdness, and you know there'll be more throughout the ship, but you have cleared your way to the next chamber. No problem. Meanwhile, Michael Sheen. you notice that like some of the sigils are like deactivating, as if. We'll actually make a. I don't know. What do you think would be your role to determine what the hell that means? Calculate. Give me a calculate.
Sure. Yeah.
Trying to let you roll some other stuff.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. That's a 27. That's a hard success.
You have a suspicion that they have deactivated some of the ghostly defenses already.
Is there a way to activate some more that seem to be like further up the tree towards them?
You know what? Why don't you do another investigate and see if you can sort that out?
I'd love to. Thank you. Because this is similar to the analyze it, do I get the extra die from the Challenger explosion?
I don't think you get that from the Challenger explosion.
Okay,
that was just like to figure out kind of the baseline of how it works. Now you're
that's a 37, which is a hard success.
Still a hard success. All right, yes. So you've activated yet another kind of little thing in their route. Obnoxious. All right, very good. Does Rena, Violet, or Billy want to do anything?
I mean, I would assume Violet would just be trying to go over to try to defend.
Do you think Violet would go throw
With
some
grenades?
Would she go throw some like grenades? Would she go
Well,
throw
no,
some?
I
Would she go throw some stun
think she would
grenades?
probably maybe stun grenades.
Okay.
Probably.
If you think she'd do that, no problem. Billy, Rena, anything?
Sorry, Rena, go ahead. I was just thinking that I was gonna look to see if there's any sort of like fire alarm type thing that might start locking down. Like an emergency lockdown protocol.
Go ahead and do that. I think that's another analyze, unfortunately.
Sure.
I'm trying to let you roll different things, but you know.
That is bad. That is bad. That's a 98. That's fine.
Yeah. You tell you what, you start trying to act it like you're trying to like let me see what's in here, and you touch it, and like a ghostly hand like takes your hand in a ghostly embrace.
Oh, okay.
And you're like ugh.
Commander, is the ship supposed to do that?
Probably. I mean, supposed to is a subjective thing. For our purposes, you don't want to do it, but I mean, it's hold on. Here we go. Okay.
I'm gonna say ghost hands is not a subjective thing.
Well,
is it a yes or a no?
I mean, if it's a ghost ship, they might like it. Yeah, listen, he's kind of turning back, like, and Meridian goes, Commander, please focus on the flight.
Can I detect the vibe?
Sure, give me a detect vibe. Give me a detect vibe in here. Sounds good.
Oh God, that. Nope, that was a 78. Never mind. Jesus Christ.
You're not sure. Probably time for some stun grenades. Okay, cool. So, as you guys rush through sort of the next chambers, I will need for Shinobi, Beowulf, Lumen, and Teleportia to, this time, make a Constitution saving throw, all of you.
Oh my gosh.
Although, Lumen, you... Actually, Lumen, you don't have to.
Damn shoot.
Oh, that's interesting.
18 on the die for Shinobi.
What was it? Oh, I don't have to roll?
I guess because you're immune. Most stun grenades are like, they're a blinding thing, right? Generally speaking, isn't it like a flashbang?
Yeah, right?
Concussive with sound, like.
Oh, they're also concussive. Okay, tell you what, Lumen, you make a con save, but you have advantage on it.
Okay.
And Shinobi's modifier for con saves is 14.
So 32 for Shinobi.
Okay. Shinobi, like, the grenade comes through, and Shinobi's just like, grenade, and actually a few stun grenades get thrown through, and she, like, cuts one in half, but, like, and
wait.
she's just like...
Could I do redirect?
Because it's not an attack...
Damn!
Tell you what, make the roll. Go for it. Make your roll instead if you want to. Lumen, what do you have?
25.
Beowulf, what do you have?
22.
Nope.
22.
I wasn't
Nope.
gonna do anything.
Teleportia,
so.
go ahead and make your Constitution
But yeah,
save.
it was a 20.
Understood.
Not natural, but.
Understood. Yeah, I'll say that doesn't quite. You redirect it, but it's still close. It's like you put it right behind your head instead.
I'm just like, ah.
Yeah. So make your Constitution save.
Oh, that was the Non-natural 20.
Oh, that was the non-nat 20. Oh, the other
Yeah.
one just didn't work at all. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, in that case, I will sort of simply say that these aren't. She's throwing the ones that aren't that bad. It's you all take 4 points of damage just from like the concussive part of it. Lumen Shinobi, for the most part, you maybe like pause for a moment as this, and sure enough, after that, you see more of the just like stupid ghostly hands beginning to reach out. But I will allow you guys to sort of make the first attack rather than let them grab you. Or if you want to try to do something, if you want to attempt something else. But you do see that like you're at sort of like a more like nexus point of the ship, that you're heading towards some kind of like, you're on a corridor that seems to lead to other corridors, but now more of these ghostly things, and you see like weird specters emerging in front of you. You definitely have a sense that you are being, like they know where you are and are putting up barriers.
Well, Lumen's just gonna keep pushing through.
Okay. Are you good? You're gonna try to run, or do you want to like fight? Do you want to destroy the barriers?
She would run until she actually hits a barrier.
Okay, make a strength save throw then.
But if I change my mind, do I still have to do that?
I think if you start running and seeing the hands, sure, you can instead attack. That's fine. Yeah, if you can tell that like you're getting into the range where they could grab you again, so you're like, I gotta destroy them before. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, so just do. What am I doing?
Attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone make an attack roll. We'll see how.
Non-nat 20.
Okay, make your damage.
Am I making 3 for Shinobi?
You are. She has plus 12s.
One's in
17.
the other ones are 25 and 27.
Roll for those. Roll damage on those. Lumen
Mine
did
is
17 damage.
28.
28 will hit. Beowulf.
Just rolled 2 11s. So that's a 20 for both attacks.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right.
Oh, I did.
Total of 47 from Shinobi, only 2 attacks.
3. Oh, only 2 and 3. Sorry.
Only
Yes,
the
yes,
natural one, yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Totally the wrong music. This is pleasant fairyland music. What do we need? Give me something fighty. Come on. Yeah. Oh, no, we'll do Neon Flight. There we go.
$23 damage.
Not bad.
44 damage.
44 damage. Guys, a good bit of damage here, but still not sort of quite enough to kind of just do this all in one thing. So as you guys are cutting through, and you just see more hands, and it's like the panels of just like, oh, it's continuing. We will cut back to Archetype.
As a reaction, can I do Barrier of Light?
Let's see how that would interact with this.
If the answer is just no, it's fine.
It's since this is not a thing, they're not making an attack at you. It's like as you move through them, there's so many hands who are pulling on you, so you have to like push past them. Barrier of Light doesn't help in the rigid D&D nonsense rules. So we will cut back to Armament. Armament, it is now harder to see, so you have disadvantage on this piloting. Because actually no,
Archetype.
Archetype is Archetype. You don't have disadvantage.
Just leap forward in time for just one scene.
Just one scene. Neon Flight. Yeah, and Whisper's seeing, so it's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it also possible, because we're all teammates, that he could just track how like our comms the whole time?
He can, but he's too busy flying with the thing. Synth Devil could try to do that, but there's also
he can't put it on.
And I'm sure that it's
whatnot.
part of the stealth of that ship is it's you guys can't really talk right now. So Archetype, give me another piloting. You know what? I'm gonna. Finally. Okay, there we go.
That's a 9 on the die, which puts me at a 16. I will spend my D8.
Like it.
It's a 6, so that's 22.
And as much as Commander Cosmic has been rolling so bad, I basically didn't have anything higher than an 11 for him. Rolling at advantage for like the first several rolls. The deep, even Archetype's a great pilot, but this guy has a plus 13 and rolls an advantage every time. So the fact that Archetype's hung this long is very impressive. But now that he is at stealth, Archetype, you eventually are like, you've lost him. And
Okay.
Captain Eldridge is like, I don't. Where is he? Turn the.
Can I? Okay, as a bonus action, can I channel character?
Sure.
See if I can channel someone that will be able to help with that.
You absolutely can. All right. I love this stupid game.
91.
91. So you sadly don't get to pick, right? Is that
no? It's only 100.
Only on 100 you get to pick. So go ahead and roll a D100.
Does that roll also not? Okay.
This is just to see who you're pulling from, yeah.
86.
This almost assuredly won't help, but go ahead and roll a D100. If you roll a 2,
13.
that would be baller. What?
13.
13.
Wow.
This is not helpful at all. You roll a wellness sprite from the Wellness Beyond the Witchlight. You roll a wellness sprite. So basically, Archetype at this moment, all you want to do is your Archetype's voice becomes kind of high pitched. You're sort of like moving weirdly, and you want to sort of like all you want to do it. You keep saying like "be well" to everyone.
Ah, shit! It wasn't be well. What I thought it was gonna be well.
Captain Eldridge is like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And Synth Devil goes, "Wait, let me try to track them by their comms. That's something I should be able to do. Damn it! I can't find them." Be well. I guess, what Archetype, do you want to say it, or should one of them say? I guess they're on their own. Yours, obviously, in a little weird high.
I guess they're on their be well own.
I guess they're on their be well own.
I love it.
All right. Wow, that's delightful. Okay, meantime. What the fuck just happened? Oh.
Huh?
I hate everything.
Oh.
Yeah, that was. I don't even.
Yeah.
I love this. Let's just keep it.
It's gone. But I've locked so many
Oh.
things, and that was a hidden layer that I just unhid. And again, what's infuriating to me of this program is I wasn't in this program. I was moving a window elsewhere, and it acknowledged the click. I need a third.
Hearing a
monitor.
lot of blame going around, Philip.
I know. There is.
Well,
one.
now
That's all.
I know I can be censored. So that's great. That is good to know.
We'd like to apologize for everything Sierra for the gesture Sierra was just making.
I know. It was obscene.
There we go. All right.
Like.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my gosh. You guys should see what I'm doing right now. Like.
well, you're visible again, so be wary. Okay.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
All right. So they'll.
Thank you. You really had to tell me.
I guess they're on their be well own. Oh my lord. That's a wonderful line. Okay, so meanwhile, the rest of you, I'm not going to keep having you roll through it, but basically, you all do feel as you take out the final sort of like phases of these things, you feel the ship lurching more intensely forward. I think Lumen, you probably know, and Shinobi will maybe call it out as well, but you suspect that they have now, like, engaged some kind of faster than light, you know, there's some kind of jump. They're moving to a new place here in kind of in that sort of way. So you suspect that they've lost top sauce.
Well, Lumen's gonna try and even more forcefully get
Okay.
into the cockpit now.
Then at that point, you guys fight your way through. Shinobi has the sword open. You guys notice that you're in a hallway. There is a sort of set of doors. The doors are closed, but they look kind of like creepy and covered in bones and kind of, you know, like skeletal stuff. That leads to. Tell you what, Lumen, you're taking the lead on this. Why don't you give me a sort of survival tracking roll?
Ooh, could I also?
Yeah,
Can
you
I
can
just
help.
tell Teleportia to figure
Yeah,
it
you
out?
can tell Teleportia.
Can I delegate?
I love that. Because yeah, Teleportia, you have a really high one on this, right?
Because
I need to find where we're going. Teleportia, tell me where we're going. Yeah.
Hey, you got it, boss. It's a 24.
With a 24 Teleportia, as you get to where you're going and understand, you can tell that that set of doors ahead definitely leads to sort of like the cockpit main room. It seems to have been sealed off. There is another hallway going kind of like, you've sort of come up like a hallway that it's almost like an arm, so it's like you've been back somewhere. You've come up to a hallway to this main little room. The cockpit's ahead of you. There's some chamber back behind, probably like the cargo hold, and then there's another passage going sort of back to like another arm, like where you were, from behind. You also probably, one thing you might notice as you guys get to this is you might hear Violet say whatever, think of like, oh, they made it through, and like you hear like a door lock or whatever. Maybe you guys might even see just like one more stun grenade comes out, and you're like,
oh my god.
Shinobi Red just like
Violet.
kicks it down the other hallway. It's not a thing. Yeah.
Oh, Violet.
going.
Okay, so that door is locked, sort of like sealed off situation.
I mean, blast it.
Okay, go for it.
26.
26. Yeah, go ahead and roll some damage against the door.
Oh well. 14.
You see your sphere of darkness kind of impact the door, and it has not like fully dented it, but you know, if you guys just keep pounding on it, maybe that would work. In the cockpit, Meridian has a choice to make. Michael probably informs her that they're through that and they are now at the cockpit doors. And Commander Cosmic's like, we got some stuff to keep him busy for a while, but we're actually, hold on. And he kind of, and you guys hear some pounding. I assume Beowulf and Shinobi are now hitting it at the thing in there. But you guys hear some pounding at the door, and Commander Cosmic goes, wait a minute, we're in cathedral space. There's the spatial anomaly we were talking about, and he sort of gestures, and you Fiat agents in the front can kind of see that there is kind of like a weird area, you know, that is that's a little bit like space rippling anomalous kind of stuff. So Meridian is now in a pickle because she's locked in a cockpit with the people she's going on this mission with, and the cargo bay is basically the members of Topflight West are directly between her and where she needs to go and get you guys to get into the interdimensional bathysphere. So, go ahead.
Is the door like soundproof? Like, can they hear us potentially talking to them?
They're too busy grunting and hitting stuff, so no, they can't hear you
Okay.
through the door. But you probably don't have too long.
What about on the other end, like Teleportia and whatnot? Like not really screaming. I wouldn't. Teleportia wouldn't scream at them, but
If you want to, you could call through the door.
like
Teleportia.
I would try to potentially use persuasion to
Sure.
try to get to talk to
Go ahead,
them.
Teleportia. Make a persuasive argument to try to get them to do.
I mean,
Oh,
I encourage
gosh.
you to make this roll, but Lumen is not going to stop blasting.
No, I don't. And that's gonna be part of my speech, like so that's a 25.
What do you say?
Basically go oh no. Don't put me on the spot. I
Well,
can't persuade
you
people.
don't. You don't have to.
Uh,
then you don't even have to say what the words are. Just what are your? Give me the bullet points of your argument.
Like eventually we're gonna come here anyway, but I would like to try to talk, maybe talk this through, maybe like with sandwiches. I don't know, but you know, like I want to find out what's happening, and I really don't want to think of us as opposites. Like that's not something I feel that we are, but also feel like we need to talk this through instead of just going through with this so fast. Like, this is all happening so fast.
All right, so you have actually, thank you for that. It's a persuasive thing. You've made the following much easier. This is a decision for Meridian. Last time I said 1 or 2. This time it will be A and B, just to keep things confusing. And someday it will be A and 2. Someday the option should be, or someday the option should be A, O, and 3. Okay, but for now, here are the options. Press A if you think that Meridian, hearing what Teleportia said, even though they're so close, is willing to pause and talk about it. Commander Cosmic will add, you can't stay here very long. You can't have a long, drawn-out conversation here. You are in Cathedral space. They will eventually find you. You've made it here undetected, but you did kind of come in a little hotter than would have been ideal since you were being chased. So he'll even sort of say that as he can, like, Meridian's clearly mulling this, and he'll say, like, if you're going to talk to them, you'd have to talk fast, otherwise we got to turn around and talk somewhere else, because we don't get too many shots at this. They'll be on their way sooner than later. They'll know we're here. So Meridian has option A. Tell Commander Cosmic to stand down, open the doors. Option B. Be Meridian. Find a way to make it happen without anyone getting hurt.
Without what?
Anyone getting hurt. But in other words, like despite the fight, like, she's like, we won't fight, I'll find some other way, and she's got some other tricks up her sleeve, but... So what would it be? Steinbergler has said B, carry on with the mission. I knew, if anyone would, I know it would be him. Oh, yeah. Tiger Picky says keep on with the mission too.
She's gone this far. I don't...
Yeah.
Teleportia made a very good argument.
But
the more steps you take down the road, the more you believe the road is correct.
It's true.
It sucks, but I also...
Unanimous!
Wow. Well.
We need a flood of people in the chat to overrule.
Yeah, right.
No. Hey, talk. Well.
Just,
with that. Meridian will say through the door. I understand what you mean, but if Shinobi were here... Oh. She hears like a thing. He goes, oh. Meridian goes, hi, Shinobi. I understand that you think this is the wrong idea, but I know that Shinobi would never stop fighting. And I appreciate your perspective, but I have to believe. I have to believe we can save everyone. With that, Meridian is going to make some rolls. Would you guys like to make these on her behalf?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that it's fair for me to roll for Meridian.
Understood. Who would like to roll for the first wave of what's going on, which is Meridian's power burst? Meridian is about to try to over-channel her power to do this. I am going to expend...
Isn't she already... Like, she already got power burst, right?
Oh, she's already a power burst, but, like, when she's gonna, like, overclock her abilities, she has to make a roll before doing that.
But she's already overclocked.
Right.
So she's gonna double overclock? Like...
This is the difference between outflying a bullet and moving the moon.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or
I think KJ's point is that she already is power surged, right?
Oh yeah, she's power. Oh, this is power burst, not power surged. I'm sorry.
No, but I think the point is, like, isn't she all, because if she's already as powerful as she was on Null Island, isn't she just like doubled up?
Well, yeah, but
okay.
But
then yes, the answer to your question is yes, KJ.
Okay.
I did roll.
Yeah,
cool.
superhero
So go ahead and roll a D100 and roll roll 2 of these. I'm having her spend 1 power on this. Roll 2 of the tens column and use the lower one.
Are you doing that, Dan?
Sure, yeah. She has a one advantage or 2?
1 advantage on this.
It's a 47, 48. Would she spend a power to reroll?
A 48 gets her to a hard. Which for the power... Wait, a 47?
48.
Half is 47 for her.
All right, so spend a power to reroll.
I'll spend 1 more power to reroll.
That's a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so with that, Meridian is going to power burst. And she's going to say... She's going to turn to she's going to say, Evan, thank you for getting me this far. She's going to turn to her members and say, this is your last chance to back out, and getting to the sphere is going to be a little uncomfortable. But if you're ready to go, we can go.
Michael just nods.
All right. All right. And she says, everyone grab hold. And she just kind of puts her arms and legs out like that. So Rena, Michael, Billy, and Violet, are you guys all going to hold on to Meridian?
Grab an arm, not a leg.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Actually, she says, you can hold my cape. She's like, but hold really tight. Like, wrap your arms up in the cape.
Feels unsafe for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
She's like, it's going to be very unsafe, but I'm just going to have to be that fast.
Okay.
And then she's going to say, tell the magma not to get into position. Open the bathysphere. And she says, sorry about the damage to the ship back there, by the way. And he goes, sorry about the what now? And she says, have her seal the cargo hold and prepare to disengage as soon as we're aboard. And, okay. So you guys all hold on tight.
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. Then she will say, everyone grab my cape. But with a full, because she is at an extreme power surge, so she's going to be able to do this in the speed for this is going to be amazing. Okay, so this is going to be a speed fly roll. Who wants to make the speed fly?
I got it.
All right, speed fly. And I am going to put, you know what? I'm going to, fuck it. I'm putting 2 on this as well.
What am I rolling?
So roll a D100, and you can add, and roll 3 of this and use the lowest one. 3 of the tens column. She has a 128 in this.
Okay. Use the lowest one?
The lowest one, yes.
6.
A 6 is a vital success because she has 128. So she had a vital success at the supercharge. So this is Meridian going full edge on this. And because of that, it's going to make some other stuff easier, so you guys aren't even going to be at that damage. Before she goes, she says, I think this'll work. And she rips out some, piece of the bulkhead. And Commander Cosmic goes, oh my god, you're not really gonna... And she kind of says, thank you, Commander. I really appreciate it. And then she flies straight up and breaks out of the top of the cockpit. But with such speed that as she passes with all of you slinging forward on her cape, she slams a piece of the bulkhead into the hole she just made and supercharges with her, sort of solar power, melting it back into place. I do need Rena, Violet, Billy, and Michael to roll a lift under physicality to hang on to her cape. However,
oh boy,
you all get 1 bonus on this because she is damn Meridian, and the DC for this is not necessarily you don't need more than a normal, and
Bonus is another 10s.
Bonus is 1 more 10s you get.
Regular success.
Regular success. Archetype or Michael, you are able to hold on as it's like ugh.
And I'm looking for under.
Under.
Also a regular success.
Can I spend power to
You
reroll?
absolutely can and should.
How much power is it?
1 power to reroll.
Okay.
Yes.
And do I still get the bonus?
You do every time. Yeah, that's the great thing about a bonus is if you spend it, you could re-roll a million times. You get the bonus every time. Yes. For
It
Violet.
was a blue success.
Blue success.
Yeah.
You're holding. You're almost like this is great. 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so a vital. So basically, Rita, you almost slip, but then you dig in fine. You're just like, oh. And what's interesting is that you guys actually do experience 0.2 milliseconds of being in space in a vacuum, totally unprotected. But Meridian moves so fast with a vital success, with 4 people, and like the sort of the panels of this, as it's just like, as you guys are like holding on. She flies out of the top of that, seals the thing, around the back.
Like 10 nanoseconds.
Yeah.
20 nanoseconds.
Yeah. There's a count at the bottom as you guys are like, like frost isn't even forming on your bodies because she flies you around the back of the ship, punches through. The Magmanaut is just now opening, and suddenly you're all inside, and Meridian's holding it, and the bathysphere. And suddenly you guys are like holding on Meridian's cloak, and Meridian says, "Go!" And the ship. The bathysphere is ejected from the now broken back cargo hold of the vessel. As the sphere goes flying, and the Magmanaut grabs hold and is like, okay, very well. She hits the buttons and sends it towards that. Meanwhile, Lumen, Teleportia, Beowulf, and Shinobi Red. Beowulf, you and Shinobi hear a clattering ahead. You hear like some stuff ahead. But I will say at this point, Lumen, since this has been your thing doing it, don't even roll to hit, just roll damage from one more thing. If you can do, I'm gonna say if you can get to 15 damage with this one, you will bust the door down. Otherwise, you guys will need another round of, or like it'll take another panel or 2 to open.
20.
So basically, at this point, you hear that, and like Lumen just like like the door finally breaks open. And Commander Cosmic sort of pauses and sort of turns around in his chair, and you guys see like the room in here, it seems like cold and weird, and like there's some stuff like floating. It's all sort of creepy. Commander Cosmic sort of turns around in the ship and kind of hits a button on the controls and says, "Hey guys," and he's alone in the cockpit.
Did you throw them into space?
Did I what? Oh! As you guys are entering, this like whatever it is you're seeing is kind of like the starfield has slightly shifted. He shifted the ship away so you're not seeing the anomaly that the bathysphere is going to in this crucial seconds. He's like, did I what? His eye is a star, by the way.
Where did she go?
Where did who go?
She just talked to us. You can't.
I was a little busy flying, sorry. You mean Meridian?
Yes.
Yeah, he kind of gestures up to the like hole in the ceiling that has like a plate, like, soldered in place over it.
Lumen, do I kill this one?
Shinobi says, you don't.
Well, you're not my boss.
Lumen did not laugh when he said that. No, she's right. But you will hail Top Sauce right now.
That's fine. Although actually, I technically won't. What I'll do right now is get us out of cathedral space, because where we are is a very dangerous spot.
Okay.
I'll take us back to Top Sauce. How about that?
Fine.
He sort of moves away. Lumen, I want you to do an insight roll.
Insights.
Okay, come on, baby. I'm gonna roll this.
And I'm gonna use my last D4.
Love it.
Potentially. Yeah, it's a 3. That's my last.
Damn. Okay. He's not quite there. Shit.
Throw it all. Throw it all.
Well, 28.
With a 28 Lumen, you can tell that though he's trying to fly real casual, you can tell that he is like turning in a weird way, and you know that he's trying to not let you guys see something out of the cockpit windows. You know that there's some shenanigans going on.
She's right outside still, isn't she? We can see her. You're turning in an odd manner.
I'm not. No, I'm just.
You are.
She's not outside still, and if you, like, do you want to like grab the controls and like move them in the direction?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and just do a pilot roll. Pilot vehicles.
But
He'll let up. He won't even try to stop you.
21.
Okay, good. So the inverted controls don't mess with you. It's fine. You kind of and you.
It was all fixed.
That's standard back
on
Valo.
in Valo. That's a what? He'll say, "Oh, they must do." Yeah. So anyway, as you turn it back, you guys see that what he was turning away from is a spatial anomaly. It looks bizarre and impossible and strange. And everyone can make a perception roll as you peer out at it. You can roll one for Shinobi. Her perception is plus 15 is indecent.
30.
18. Holy shit.
I'm just gonna throw the remaining Eldritch dice I have.
I think why not?
Roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that is terrible. Wow.
All right, 28.
28, Archetype had a 30, Shinobi had a 30, Lumen?
18.
18 for Lumen. Okay, Beowulf?
23.
23. Lumen, you can kind of barely see it. Shinobi sees it perfectly and is just like, probably like slam something into the thing. Teleportia, you see it okay. Beowulf. Basically, Lumen, what you see is a spark, like a little tiny like dot of light that disappears, but the others can make out that it is some strange little craft that disappears into that anomaly. And Commander Cosmic goes, Can I take us away now? Because we seriously are in danger of being here.
Lumen will just let go of the controls and walk away.
By the way, mind the ghosts on this ship. They're pretty weird. Also, the nebula bats. And sorry about this next part. There are now some ghosts of nebula bats on the ship, so that's But once we get back to Futura Station, you guys can eat a lot of, freeze-dried ice cream and stuff. Sorry about the, here we go, and you guys they disappear. And that ends the issue.
Weird to have been set up in a way that we could both not lose and not win.
Yeah.
So
I understand. This probably feels a little weird.
Just completely neutral at this moment. I have.
Well, you know, it is like Captain Picard said. In life, it is possible to commit no errors and still lose.
On that fun note, thank you all for watching. This was a great. I hope this was not too obnoxious to you guys. I thought this was a very fun and weird, interesting session with kind of different things back and forth, and I appreciate how you guys role played it, and I appreciate that in the end, though you were mainly being Topflight West, you all voted for Meridian to not talk. And then I do think because of the roles you made, boy, Meridian did a cool thing there, huh? Hold my cape,
so
I will
great.
fly us through space. Oh, that was fun. So thank you all. This was a lot of fun. We have some other games on this channel. Join us on Friday for Blood from a Stone, A Tale of Love and Dread in RPG. It will be chapter 142. The week after that will be 143, and that is going to be a big one, so please join us for all that fun. On Sunday, we will be having a Strange Lore, unless that somehow falls apart, and then I will frantically try to put together another Here Be Dragons, because Here Be Dragons actually has some momentum now. But both those games are super fun. Yeah, no, don't you worry. Yeah, momentum, as in, let's see, in the past 2 days, they walked to a town, they They had dinner.
In 3 weeks. This is 3 sessions. We have accomplished a day and a half of time.
And were there any epic fights or battles in that time?
I don't know. Do you consider the discussion over the beef dinner a epic fight or battle?
No, it was a beef dinner. It was a studying in a library. It was a lot of print shop drama, a lot of drama about a print shop, and then it was you guys getting debriefed at a research institute.
The fun kind of debriefed, or like the boring kind of debriefed?
The boring kind of being interviewed.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So that's that game, and then on Monday, because it was I feel a little bad because the options for. Did you just get that, KJ?
Yeah. I was like, what fucking fun version of.
Fucking.
What do you think, KJ?
I made it. I just.
On Monday, it is our 13th episode of the Dreamlands, and I felt like for 13, I needed to at least give an option for something. Sure. And as soon as I rolled it, I said, "Oh fuck, this is winning almost no matter what."
Yeah.
It's it's Dread Fighter. We're going back to the fighting game world for a like haunted fighting game where they can get some intel about stuff there. So Dread Fighter is winning heartily, but you could always still vote for In the Glow of the Poison Shadow to find out more about Fessiting and all the dragon stuff.
Is it weird that I see the DF pop up? My mind just fills it in as DILF.
But
yeah,
what I wanted was I realized after the fact I should have called it like Dread the Fighter, so everyone was saying like down to fuck. That's
fun.
Yeah.
Or Din Tai Fung.
I've still never been.
You've never been to? Oh boy.
I've heard it so good.
How do you laugh at Americana at brand memes?
I just know.
Oh, okay.
How can you laugh?
It's incredible meme account.
Yeah, it's great.
There's a thing similar to Din Tai Fung that is actually called Dan's. So you should probably go to that one.
You should go to Dan's. Actually,
Dan Tai Fung?
Dan Tai Fung. Sophia wants to know if you think about DILFs a lot, Dan.
Only in the sense that I aspire to be one someday.
Really specific aspiration. I want to have kids and I want to stay fuckable.
Yeah, I do.
So yes, join us on Monday for that, for probably Dread Fighter, maybe Poison Shadow, who knows. And then a week from tonight, we should be back with more Topflight Tales, where see what Meridian's team gets up to. Maybe based on who's here, maybe we'll check in with.
Yeah.
Maybe KJ will never miss another Wednesday, so that we never go back to Fireflight. I could see a lot of that would make Dan so sad.
But I like my bear.
I'm gonna change the whole setting.
We can go back. I just need a character.
Oh, then perfect. Yes, absolutely. You'll love it. You want to be Smolder Baby?
Saying no more.
Oh, understood. That's the last one. Do you want to be Smolder Baby?
We can talk about it.
You could be Smolder Baby. You just got to smolder.
It can be a discussion.
Katie just doesn't want to make an answer right now. She wants to have time to think about it and know every single option.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So join us for all these games. Go to our Discord to interact with us. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes. Go to our wiki to read about how these games kind of intersect and interact and all that fun stuff. Sophia's done a lot of cool work there, aside from the me quote page, which probably still only has 3 quotes on it, but I still have to complain about it every time. But what about you, Wonder? Also, thanks everybody in chat for being here and chatting and voting and participating. This was a lot of fun. What about you, fine people? Do you have any things to talk about? Manzukis to Manzukis?
Are you playing any of the new set, Dan? You gonna stream any?
I had not. Due to travel and everything and work lately, I have not had time to stream the last couple weeks. But I have actually not drafted any of Thunder Junction yet. But by all accounts, it is a very fun set. I've looked at the cards; they are sick. I have some cards right in front of me from them that are very, very cool. But the thing I want to plug today is not my stream, but sometimes there are things that like institutions we think of that are that maybe they've seen glory days in the past, and right now they're in harder times, with the downtrodden, as it were, and some they still need our love, and that's why today I would like to plug the St. Louis Cardinals, who are currently dwelling in the bottom of the NL Central. It's a real shame. And with your support, maybe they can rise to the top of the division.
I knew whatever it was going to be stupid. I just didn't know where it was going.
I honestly thought it was the chapstick. Like,
Yeah.
But there's a bird-sized chapstick.
idea that a bird beak needs a significantly larger chapstick applicator. Wow. All right. Well, someone try to top that.
I mean, I'm just gonna do my normal man's kissing.
Please.
So, in keeping with tonight's session, if you like superpowers, if you like sci-fi, if you like chases, I'm gonna recommend a movie by Jeff Nichols called Midnight Special about a father and son on the run from a government and a cult trying to chase down the son who has special powers. It's very good. Jeff Nichols movies are all very good. And this is
I've never seen that, but it's Michael Shannon, right?
Yeah, Michael Shannon.
What a boring actor who never makes interesting choices.
Yeah.
Wait, speaking of movies I've never seen, I did see in a hotel. I saw the first 30 minutes of the movie Species, which I had never seen before.
Oh
boy,
that's a movie.
I mean, I was looking. I saw it come on, and I was like, okay, I'll look at the credits and I'll see who's in it. And by the time I saw Alfred Molina's name, I was like, I'm in.
That movie, I considered as a child and teenager, henstridged. It had to be a dirty word because of what it evoked.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that movie's something else.
That's great. Yeah, it's what I saw was incredible.
Well, very good. And I don't know if you else want to plug anything. All good then. Well,
Breakfast sandwiches, always a good choice.
Always, yes.
breakfast sandwiches.
They're not just for breakfast.
What did you? KJ did an anti-plug on Monday, which I appreciated.
Coconut. Coconut. I hope.
Oh.
I hope.
So I think I figured it out. I figured it out, KJ. I think I figured it out.
What did you think that was?
I thought she was saying fuck sandwiches, and I was just
because
like, my heart.
If there's coconut in it, yes, absolutely.
So when I went to Trader Joe's, they have a massive ube section right now. And so I picked up every product on it to look at the ingredients, right? And I did not see coconut listed in the ingredients everywhere. However, all of them listed that these are produced in facilities that may also produce coconut. So I think it's not necessarily ingredients, but wherever they're producing coconut or ube, there's coconut contamination spillover.
And as everybody remembers Anakin Skywalker saying, I hate coconut. It's coarse and irritating. It gets everywhere.
Yes.
Unlike you. That's the other line. That's the end of the line. He says, not like you.
Not like you. You don't get anywhere.
Yeah.
And then he looks down at his pants real quick, and then she just hint. Oh boy, sleazeback Anakin.
Oh god, I just remembered Minnick. Sorry, we're not going to just talk about weird sci-fi movies for us tonight.
Probably not. Well, or we will off stream, but on stream we're going to call it a night. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I really appreciated this big issue. Issue 11 was a big deal. Let's see what happens in 12 of Topflight Tales. Until next time, as we always say, have a top